Hi, my name's Mrs. Kempenaar. I am a second grade teacher here at Deer Creek, and today we are going to have my students read stories that they've selected to read, show their reading skills.
My name is Austin, and I will be reading Henry and Mudge Under the Yellow Moon. Together in the fall. In the fall, Henry and his big dog Mudge took long walks in the wood. Henry loved looking at the top of the trees. He liked the leaves, orange, yellow, brown, and red. Mudge loved sniffing at the ground, and he liked the leaves too. He always ate a few. In the fall, Henry liked counting the birds flying south, much like watching the busy chipmunks. Since one was a boy and the other was a dog, they never did things just the same way. Henry picked apples and Mudge licked apples. Henry put on his coat and Mudge grew one, and when the fall wind blew, Henry's ears turned red, and Mudge's ears turned inside out. But one thing about them was the same in fall. Henry and Mudge liked being together most of all. Under the yellow moon. Henry loved Halloween. He loved to make jack-o'-lanterns. He loved to make paper bats. And most of all, he loved to dress up. But there was one thing about Halloween Henry did not like: ghost stories, and his mother loved to tell ghost stories. Every Halloween, she put on her witch's hat, lit candles, and told ghost stories. She thought Henry liked them because he told her he liked them. I finished. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me read.
Hello, my name is Bella, and I'm going to be reading Peg Leg Pete. Hello there, how are you today? Not so good. Yeah. Oh my, it looks like your leg is stiff as a board. I have a boo-boo. What happened? I broke it. So it's a cast. I thought you were a pirate. A pirate? You're silly. I'm a Pekingese. You could be a pirate with a peg leg. Oh? A big hat with a plum and a scarf, too. Poofy hat, smashing scarf. I like it. And don't forget your eye patch. Yar, never, for I am a pirate. But my boo-boo still hurts. You're a great pirate. I bet you can find something to make you feel better. Like what? A treasure, yes, I shall seek my treasure. Do you know where to look for the treasure? I'm Pegleg Pete, the pirate. Of course I know where to look. We steer east. East it is. Let's find your treasure. Yes, which way is east? East is that way. Oh yes, thanks. Ow, ow, my boo-boo. I bet the treasure will make you feel better. Oh, yes. Keep going. Remember, X marks the spot. That's a lovely anchor you have there, you've got there? Yes, solid iron, a very nice model. Gee whiz, you just dropped it. We're stopping. See the X? Thank you for listening to me read. My name is Erin and I will be reading Winnie the Witch. Winnie the Witch lived in a black house in the forest. The house was black on the outside and black on the inside. The carpets were black, the chairs were black, the bed was black, and it had black sheets and black blankets. Even the bathtub was black. Winnie lived in her black house with her cat Wilbur. He was black too, and that was how the trouble began. When Wilbur sat on the chair with his eyes open, Winnie could see him. She could see his eyes anyway, but when Wilbur closed his eyes and went to sleep, Winnie couldn't see him, and so she sat on him. When Wilbur sat on the carpet with his eyes open, Winnie could see him. Well, she could see his eyes anyway. But when Wilbur closed his eyes and went to sleep, Winnie couldn't see him at all, so she tripped over him. One day, after a nasty fall, Winnie decided to do something. Something had to be done. She picked up her magic wand and waved it abracadabra. Wilbur was a black cat no longer. He was bright green. Now, when Wilbur slept on the chair, Winnie could see him. When Wilbur slept on the carpet, Winnie could see him. And she could see him when he slept on the bed, but Wilbur wasn't allowed to sleep on the bed. So Winnie put him outside in the grass. So when Wilbur sat outside in the grass, Winnie couldn't see him, even when his eyes were wide open. Winnie came hurrying outside and tripped over Wilbur and turned 3 somersaults into a rose bush. Thank you for listening to me read. I will be reading Amelia Bedelia and the Baby. But Mrs. Rogers, said Amelia Bedelia, I don't know a thing about babies. How can I babysit? Why, Amelia Bedelia, you, said Mrs. Rogers, you are very good with children. Yes, said Amelia Bedelia, I get along fine with children. Babies are children too, said Mrs. Rogers. If you say so, said Amelia Bedelia. Now you run along, said Mrs. Rogers. Mrs. Lane is waiting. So Amelia Bedelia ran to Mrs. Lane's house. She knocked on the door. Do come in, said Mrs. Lane. I'm already late. Here is your list. I hope I didn't forget anything, but you will know what to do. I will, said Amelia Bedelia. I gave Missy her lunch, said Mrs. Lane. She is in her playpen, said Mrs. Lane left. How about that? said Amelia Bedelia. Babies are kept in pens. Amelia Bedelia found Missy. Hi, Missy, she said. Missy looked at Amelia Bedelia. She began to cry. Oh, said Amelia Bedelia. What should I do? What does the list say? Amelia Bedelia read, Give Missy a bottle. She hurried to the kitchen, then she stopped. That can't be right, said Amelia Bedelia. Babies shouldn't have bottles. They could break. Thank you for listening to me read. My name is Keelan, and I am going to be reading
animal camouflage in the snow. In the snow. In a snowy world of white, animals need to blend in. Snow camouflage helps animals hunt and stay safe. Hunting in the snow. White fur hides Arctic wolves in the snow. They sneak up on caribou. Arctic foxes have fluffy white fur that blends in with snow. They catch rodents and birds. Snowy owls blend in with the white snowy land. They swoop down on prey. Beluga whales have white skin. They look like ice floating in Arctic water. Safe in the snow. Arctic hares have brown fur in summer. Their fur turns white in winter. Predators can't see them. Harp seal pups sleep safely in the snow. They are hard for predators to spot. Snow geese blend in on Arctic land. Their white feathers match the snow. White feathers hide
Keep going.
resting in the snow. When the snow melts, their feathers turn brown. And that's the end. Thank you for listening to me read. Hi, my name is Kyle, and I will be reading Henry and Mudge in the Starry Night. Big Bear Lake. In August, Henry and Henry's big dog Mudge always went camping. They went with Henry's parents. Henry's mother had been a campfire girl. She knew all about camping. She knew how to set up a tent. She knew how to build a campfire. She knew how to cook camp food. Henry's dad didn't know anything about camping. He just came with a guitar and a smile. Henry and Mudge loved camping. This year they were going to Big Bear Lake and Henry couldn't wait. We'll see deer, Mudge, Henry said. Mudge wagged. We'll see raccoons, said Henry. Mudge shook Henry's hand. We might even see a bear, Henry said. Henry was not so sure he wanted to see a bear. He shivered and put an arm around Mudge. Mudge gave a big, slow, loud yawn. He drooled on Henry's foot. Henry giggled. No bear will get us, Mudge, said Henry. We're too slippery. A good smelly hike. Henry and Mudge and Henry's parents drove to Big Bear Lake. They parked the car and got ready to hike. Everyone had a backpack, even Mudge. His had lots of crackers. Henry's mother said, "Let's go!" And off they went. They walked and climbed and climbed. It was beautiful. Henry saw a fish that jumped straight out of a stream. He saw a doe in her fawn. He saw waterfalls and a rainbow. Thank you for listening to me read.
My name is Lucy Lee. I will be reading Junie B. Jones and That Maiden Jim's Birthday. Tapping on That Jim's Head, Chapter 2. After the party, me and my other bestest friend rode home on the bus. Her name is Grace. Me and that Grace take turns sitting next to the window. That is good sports of us, I think. Except for sometimes we forget whose turn it is. And then we have to settle it with our fists. It's time it was Grace's turn to sit next to the window. Guess what? I don't even care who's there today. I told her because eating all of that cake made me a happy mood. At that Grace smiled. Me too, she said. Eating that cake made me in a happy mood too. Yeah, but you can't be as happy as me, I explained. Because I had 2 cakes and you just had 1. That Grace did a frown. That's okay, Grace. Don't be upset, I said. Because when I have my birthday, I will invite you to my house and you can have two cakes too. Oh boy, she said. I know it's oh boy, I said back. Plus also, we will get your very own paper cup with M&Ms in it. Woo! Yum! I love M&Ms, said that Grace. Me too. I love M&Ms too. Thank you for hearing me read.
Hi, my name is Kate, and I'm going to be reading the book Cat in the Hat. The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play, so we sat in the house all that cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally. We sat there, we too. And I said how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball. So we sat in the house. We did nothing at all. So all we could do was to sit. And we did not like it, not one little bit. Bump. And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump. We looked then we saw him step in on the mat. We looked and we saw him, the cat in the hat, and he said to us, why do you sit there like that? I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun that is funny. Thank you for letting me read. Hi, my name is Peyton. I'm going to be reading Henry and the Mudge and the Sneaky Crackers. The Spy Kid. Henry and Henry's big dog Mudge liked to watch a TV show called The Man in the Mask. It was about a spy. Henry loved spies. One day, he saw a spy kit for sale. Mudge, let's get the piggy bank, said Henry. Henry emptied the bank and bought the kit. It was great. There was a spy hat, spy glasses, there was a telescope, there was a secret code on the card. And best of all, there was a magnifying glass. Henry looked at Mudge through the magnifying glass. We're spies now, Mudge. Mudge, Henry said. Mudge wagged. We'll flirt with things, Henry said. Mudge wagged again. And steal secrets, said Henry.
Mudge wagged harder. He was ready to be a spy. He gave the magnifying glass a big, wet lick. Henry looked at the jewelry glass. Said Henry. Maybe you should just wear the hat. Code. Henry put the spy glasses on himself and the spy hat on Mudge, and they went outside. They walked down the street, spying. Try not to look like you're spying, Mudge, Henry said. Mudge rolled around in a puddle. Said Henry. Good job. Henry looked through. Thank you for letting me watch. Thank you for watching me read.
Hi, my name is Rosie, and I'm gonna be reading There Was No Way Who Saw the Fire. There was no way who saw the fire. I don't know why she saw the fire. Perhaps there was no way who saw the spider. That wiggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider, catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was no way he swallowed the bird. How absurd! She swallowed the bird. She swallowed the spider. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was no way he swallowed the cat. Imagine that. She swallowed the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. Swallowed the bird to catch the spider. Swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was no way he swallowed a dog. She went whole hog to swallow the dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. Swallowed the cat to catch the bird. Swallowed the bird to catch the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was no way he swallowed the cow. I don't know how she swallowed the cow. She swallowed the cow to catch the dog. Swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. Swallowed the bird to catch the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was no way he swallowed the horse. Thank you for watching me read. My name is Sarah, and I'm going to read Fancy Nancy. Don't you think butterflies are exquisite? Exquisite is even fancier than beautiful. Whenever my friend Brie and I see one, we say bonjour. That's French for hello. Do butterflies understand French? My dad asks. Maybe, I tell him. Brie's birthday party is soon. Everything will look like butterflies, even the cake. I show her how to turn the bees into butterflies on the invitations. You're so lucky your name begins with B, I tell her. Brie's butterfly birthday, Saturday at noon. Come as your favorite butterfly, RSVP. RSVP is short for responsible play. That's French for please reply. I'm going as an azure butterfly. My wings are bright blue. What's that fancy word for shiny? Oh yes, iridescent. Brie's party is this Saturday. I can't wait. Oh no, cries my mom. I totally forgot. Then she says I can't go. My grandparents' anniversary party is the same day. Mom says Brie's birthday is special, but being married for 50 years, that's exceptional. That's extraordinary. If my mother thinks using fancy words will make me feel better, she is wrong. When I tell Brie I can't come, she is heartbroken. For the next 2 days, I scold and sulk and storm around the house. Mad is way too plain for how I feel.
I am furious. On the train, the only person I talk to is Mirabel. We mostly speak in French. I perk up a little at the station. My grandparents are so thrilled to see me. Grandpa says it wouldn't be a party without our glamorous granddaughter. I must say this Goody Square Motel is quite elegant. Thank you for listening to me.
Hi, my name is Selena. I will be reading Pearl versus the Tooth Fairy. All that's glitter. Pearl woke up early. She reached under her pillow and found a note. It was written on a glitter paper. She's a collector too, said Pearl. Then she read the PS. Pearl reached for her gold box. It was hidden between her penny collection and her gum wrapper collection. Her tooth was still in the box. The tooth fairy had billions of teeth. Why this one is so important, Pearl thought. She brought the letter to breakfast. Look what I got from the tooth fairy, she said. Dad looked at Mom. Mom said, when did you put your tooth under your pillow? I didn't, said Pearl. Mom and Dad frowned. They read the glitter letter. Isn't that sweet, Tom? Said Mom. She brings the teeth to fairyland. Dad slit his coffee. Opla giggled. Pearl pointed to the PS. Don't get this part. Thank you for letting me read.
Hi, I'm Shannon, and I'm going to read Junie B. Jones and that Beanie Jones' birthday. Chapter 1, Reading Cake. My name is Junie B. Jones. The BC is for Beatrice, except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B, and that's all. B is the bestest letter on account of my favorite foods start with that guy. Its name is birthday cake. We had that delicious stuff at school today. That's because Polly Allen Puffer turned 6 years old, and his mother brought chocolate cake and chocolate ice cream and chocolate milk to room 9. She is a chocolate nut, I think. The party was very fun, except for Polly Allen Puffer got all wound up and he put cake on his head. And he laughed so hard that milk came out of his nose. That is called nose milk, I told my dustist. Her name Lucille. Lucille is a little lady. Ew, she said. I wish I didn't even see that nose milk, because now my stomach feels upset and I can't eat the rest of my cake. Me too, I said. Now I can't eat the rest of my cake too, and so I will throw both of our cakes in the trash can for us. Then I picked up our cakes and I hurried up to the trash can. I looked all around very careful. Then I quick ducked behind the trash can and I stuffed both those cakes right in my mouth. I rubbed my tummy real happy. Now all I need is some milk to wash it down with. I said. That's when I saw some milk sitting on the table all by itself. I picked it up and I drank it all gone. I said that hit the spot. Just then I heard a voice. Junie B. Jones, why are you out of your seat? It was my teacher. Her name is Miss. She has another name too, but I just like Miss and that's all. Miss has eyes like a hawk. What are you doing over there? She asked me. I'm sharing people's milk and cake, I explained, except for they aren't actually here at the moment. Miss rolled her eyes way back in her head. Thank you for listening to my read. clean my floors. It's Saturday, but I can't play. I've got chores to do. Wipe the chair, sweep the stairs, find my missing shoe. I don't want to clean my room. It looks fun to me. I like my toys out on the floor. They're easier to see. Gee, can't you get me started? Show me what to do. If you help me with my jobs later, I'll help you. Laundry day. This little baby does not care for toys, not even the ones that have lights and make noise. There's only one pastime this small girl enjoys, and that is doing laundry. The towels to t-shirts, pajamas, and pants, she tears through the piles when she sees her chance. Socks soar through the air as she does her wash dance. She's singing a song about laundry. The water is sudsy, now tossing the clothes. The washer starts shaking and shrugs as it goes. She peeks from the action from her tippy toes. She's keeping her eye on that laundry. Wishes. Please don't make me stack the dishes. I don't want to scrape my plate. Do I have to wipe the table? Those are all the jobs I hate. But, oh, I want to fill the sink up. Can't I wear the rubber dome gloves? Let me squeeze the soap in. These are all the jobs I love. The goal. When it's time to clean the floor, here's a little trick. A yogurt lid's a perfect pup. My mop's a hockey stick. We face off by the oven. My mom skates around the rink. I check her with my elbow. The puck lands in the sink. Play by play, we clean the floor. We slosh and slide and scrub. When mom forgets to guard the door, I shoot again and score. Thanks. Thank you for hearing me read.
And I'm reading J.B. Jones, Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, P.S. So Does May. Tuesday. Dear first grade journal. Yay, yay, hooray. Today is the last week before winter break. Winter break is the school word for I gotta get out of this place. I tell you, because Blabbermouth May is driving me crazy. She is tattletaling on me every day almost. That's how come yesterday I chased her down on the playground and I threw grass on her head. It was very fun, except I do hope Santa did not see me do that. That guy watches me like a hawk this time of year. From Jeannie B., first grader. P.S. Hey, wait, I almost forgot. Today all the first grades are going to sing holiday songs. Together, that will be a hoot, I tell you, because just then I quick stopped writing, because I couldn't believe my eyeballs. That Snoopy-headed May was stretching her neck across the aisle, and she was reading my journal page. I slammed my book shut speedy fast. This is none of your beeswax, sister, I said. But May was already jumping out of her chair. Mr. Scary, she hauled real loud. Jeannie B. Jones wrote a bad name about me in her journal. She wrote that I am a blabbermouth, and bladdermouth is not a nice word. I rolled my eyes at that dumb comment. It's not bladdermouth, it's blabbermouth, May. I said blabbermouth is spelled with B's, not D's. Mr. Scary stood up at his desk. Girls, please, he said, but then he was going to growl at us probably. Thank you for listening to me read.
Hi, my name is Sky, and I'm going to be reading I'll Always Love You. This is the story about Alfie, the best dog in the whole world. We grew up together.
But Alfie grew much faster than I did. I loved resting my head on her warm coat. Then we would dream together. My brother and sister loved Alfie very much, but she was my dog. Every day, Alfie and I played together. Alfie loved to chase squirrels and dig in my mother's flower garden. Sometimes my folks would get very angry with Alfie when she would get into mischief, but they still loved her, even when they scolded her. The trouble was no one told her except me. The years passed quickly, and while I was growing taller and taller, Alfie was growing rounder and rounder. The older Alfie got, the more she slept, and the less she liked to walk. I was getting worried. We took Alfie to the vet, but there wasn't much he could do. Alfie was just growing old, he said. Soon it became too difficult for Alfie to climb the stairs, but she had to sleep in my room. I gave Alfie a soft pillow to sleep on, and before we went to sleep, I would say to her, "I'll always love you." I knew she understood. One morning I woke up to discover that Alfie had died during the night. We buried Alfie together. We all cried and hugged each other. Thank you for listening to me read.
Hi, my name is Joy, and I'm gonna be reading the Henry and Magic of the Cold Shivers. The sick day. Henry's bigger dog Mudge loved Henry's sick days. When Henry had a sore throat or a fever or a bad cough, he stayed home from school in bed. In the morning, Henry's mother brought him orange popsicles, comic books, and crackers. Mudge got the crackers. In the evening, Henry's father brought him great popsicles, comic books, and crackers. Mudge got the crackers again. Mudge loved Henry's sick days, but even though he loved Henry's sick days, no one ever thought that Mudge would get sick. No one ever thought that Mudge could catch a Jones, but he could, and one day he caught a lot of them. When Henry woke up and jumped out of bed, Mudge didn't move. He didn't get up. He didn't look at Henry's face. He didn't even shake Henry's hand, and he always shook Henry's hand. In the morning, he just looked at Henry and wagged his tail a little. Henry and Henry's mom looked at Mudge and worried. Thank you for watching me, letting me read.
We love reading!
What do you love?
Reading!
And where do you go to school?
Deer Creek School!
And what grade are you in?
Second!
And who's the best teacher in the world?
Mrs. Kempenaar!
Hip hip hooray!
Hooray!
Yay!